At just 20 years old, Maria was a young woman brimming with aspirations and boundless hopes. However, her humble beginnings seemed to limit her opportunities. She toiled as a maid in the grand, imposing mansion of the illustrious Gutierrez family, one of the city's wealthiest and most revered clans. The mansion, a symbol of opulence and grandeur, stood in stark contrast to the small, modest home where Maria had spent her childhood. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Despite her role, Maria tackled her duties with unwavering diligence and a radiant smile. Her days at the mansion were long, and the tasks, though physically draining, were made bearable by her unyieldingly positive outlook. As she went about cleaning rooms, preparing meals, and catering to the whims of the Gutierrez family, Maria's mind often wandered to dreams of a brighter future, though she struggled to see a clear path to achieving it. Luis Martinez, the eldest son of the Gutierrez family, was a strikingly handsome young man of 25, renowned for his sharp intellect and charismatic demeanor. However, his destiny had already been set in stone. He was preparing to enter the seminary, following a revered family tradition of priesthood. Luis's respectful and kind nature towards the household staff made him stand out in a family often marked by its aloofness. One fateful afternoon, as Maria was meticulously cleaning the mansion's lush greenhouse, she accidentally stumbled over a stack of books, causing a flower pot to crash to the ground, shattering into countless pieces. Luis, who had been quietly reading in a secluded corner, immediately rushed to her aid. Their eyes met, and in that fleeting moment, an unexpected and profound connection sparked between them. Maria's heart raced as she looked into Luis's eyes, feeling a mixture of embarrassment and something entirely new. Luis, with his usual kindness, helped her up and reassured her with a gentle smile. "Don't worry about the pot, Maria. It's just an object," he said softly, his voice calm and soothing. "Thank you, Señor Luis," Maria replied, her voice trembling slightly. She couldn't shake the feeling that this moment was significant, that something had shifted between them. As days turned into weeks, Luis and Maria found themselves crossing paths more frequently. Whether it was a shared glance in the hallway or a brief conversation in the kitchen, their bond grew stronger with each interaction. Luis was drawn to Maria's resilience and her unwavering optimism, while Maria admired Luis's intelligence and his genuine kindness. Their clandestine meetings became a source of solace and joy for both of them. They shared their dreams and fears, finding comfort in each other's company. For Maria, Luis represented a beacon of hope and possibility in a world that often felt constraining and limited. For Luis, Maria embodied a sense of freedom and genuine connection that he had rarely experienced within the rigid expectations of his family. However, their growing bond did not go unnoticed. The Gutierrez family, always vigilant about maintaining their reputation, began to sense the budding relationship between Luis and Maria. Whispers and sideways glances became a common occurrence, and the household staff grew wary of the consequences of their growing affection. Despite the looming threat of discovery, Luis and Maria's feelings for each other only deepened. They knew that their relationship defied societal norms and family expectations, but the connection they shared was undeniable and too powerful to ignore. One evening, under the cover of darkness, Luis and Maria met in the secluded greenhouse once more. The air was thick with anticipation and unspoken emotions. Luis took Maria's hand in his eyes filled with determination. "Maria, I know the path ahead won't be easy, but I can't deny what I feel for you. I want us to face whatever comes together," he declared, his voice steady and resolute. Maria's eyes filled with tears of both joy and fear. "Luis, I've never felt this way before. I'm scared of what might happen, but I can't imagine my life without you," she confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. In that moment, they made a silent vow to each other, a promise to navigate the challenges ahead with courage and love. Their journey would be fraught with obstacles and heartache, but the bond they shared was a testament to the power of genuine connection and unwavering hope. As they embraced, the moonlight casting a soft glow around them, Luis and Maria knew that their love story was just beginning. Together, they would forge a path through the darkness, guided by the light of their shared dreams and the strength of their unwavering love. From that day forward, Maria and Luis found themselves irresistibly drawn to each other, seizing every possible moment to talk and deepen their bond. Despite his vows and impending future in the church, Luis felt an uncontrollable pull towards Maria's genuine simplicity and kindness. For Maria, Luis was a beacon of respect and genuine interest, a stark contrast to the indifference she often faced in her daily life. Their growing friendship became a source of solace and joy, a rare and precious gift amid the rigid expectations and unyielding structures of their worlds. Though they both knew the immense obstacles that lay ahead, their hearts couldn't deny the powerful emotions that had blossomed between them. Their encounters became increasingly frequent, and despite knowing the dangers and forbidden nature of their relationship, Maria and Luis couldn't resist being drawn to each other. They shared their deepest secrets, dreams, and hopes in the mansion's secluded corners, fully aware that every precious moment together could be their last. One night, bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight, as they walked through the mansion's enchanting garden, Luis gently took Maria's hand. With a voice trembling with emotion, he confessed his love for her. Maria, her eyes welling with tears, responded in kind, understanding that this love would be both her greatest blessing and her most profound curse. Luis found himself at a heartbreaking crossroads. His vows and his family's expectations pushed him towards the priesthood, yet his heart yearned for Maria. As his love for her deepened, so did the crushing weight of his commitment to the church. Each day became an agonizing internal battle, with every look at Maria intensifying the turmoil within him. Their love, though pure and intense, was shrouded in secrecy. The mansion's walls, which had once been silent witnesses to their growing bond, now seemed to echo with the weight of their hidden emotions. They cherished their stolen moments, fully aware of the risks involved but unable to suppress the magnetic pull between them. Luis's internal struggle grew more intense with each passing day. His responsibilities to his family and his religious vows weighed heavily on him, yet his heart could not let go of Maria. He sought guidance in prayer, hoping for clarity, but the conflict within him only seemed to deepen. His love for Maria was undeniable, yet he felt trapped between two worlds, each demanding his full devotion. For Maria, the situation was equally tormenting. Her love for Luis was a source of immense joy, yet it came with the constant fear of discovery and the pain of knowing that their future was uncertain. She admired Luis's dedication to his faith and his family, but she couldn't help wishing for a different life where they could be together openly and without fear. One fateful evening, as they sat together in the greenhouse where their connection had first blossomed, Maria looked into Luis's eyes, searching for answers. "Luis, I don't want to cause you pain. Our love is beautiful, but it feels like it's tearing you apart," she whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. Luis squeezed her hand, his eyes reflecting the same inner turmoil. "Maria, I love you more than words can express, but I am torn between my duty and my heart. I wish I could give you the life you deserve, free from this constant fear and uncertainty," he replied, his voice thick with sorrow. In that moment, they both understood that their love, while powerful, was caught in an impossible situation. They held each other tightly, finding comfort in their shared anguish. The path ahead was unclear, and the choices they faced were fraught with pain and sacrifice. Days turned into weeks, and the weight of their hidden relationship became increasingly difficult to bear. Luis's family began to notice the changes in him, and whispers of suspicion grew louder. Maria, too, felt the pressure from her fellow servants, who were aware of her secret meetings with Luis. Despite the mounting tension, their love remained steadfast. They continued to find solace in each other, even as the world around them seemed determined to keep them apart. Each stolen moment was a precious reminder of the bond they shared, a love that transcended the boundaries of their respective worlds. In the end, Luis and Maria knew that they had to make a decision. Their love was undeniable, but the consequences of their relationship could no longer be ignored. They faced a choice to part ways and fulfill their respective duties, or to defy the expectations of their families and society, risking everything for the chance to be together. With heavy hearts, they realized that the path they chose would shape the rest of their lives. Their love had given them strength and courage, but it had also brought them to the brink of a painful and irrevocable decision. As they stood on the precipice of their future, they held on to each other, knowing that whatever came next, their love would forever be a part of who they were. Maria, on the other hand, lived in a state of perpetual fear. She knew from the beginning that her love for Luis was fraught with doom, but letting him go was unimaginable. Their secret meetings grew more intense and passionate, each one laden with the urgency of knowing it might be their last. As days turned into weeks, the love between Maria and Luis only grew stronger, yet more perilous. They were acutely aware of the fire they were playing with, but they couldn't bring themselves to stop. Luis, meant to be preparing for the seminary, found himself increasingly torn between his sacred duty and his consuming feelings for Maria. One morning, Maria began to experience bouts of dizziness and nausea. Initially, she dismissed it as mere exhaustion from her arduous work. However, as the symptoms persisted and worsened, she became alarmed. Desperate for answers, she sought out Mrs. Gomez, a wise healer from her neighborhood. The news she received was a devastating blow. Maria was pregnant. This revelation sent shockwaves through her, engulfing her in a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, joy, and dread collided within her. The stakes of their love had just reached unimaginable heights. She knew that this pregnancy would change everything, not just for her, but for Luis as well. The future they had secretly dared to dream of was now clouded with uncertainty and peril. Fear gripped Maria's heart with an unrelenting intensity. What could she possibly do now? Her situation was dire and seemingly impossible. Remaining in the mansion with a baby, especially one fathered by Luis, was out of the question. Panic consumed her, and her nights were tormented by tears and sleeplessness. When Luis learned of the pregnancy, he was devastated. He longed to be by Maria's side and support their child, but the heavy chains of his vows and familial expectations held him back. In her desperation, Maria made an agonizing decision. She knew she couldn't keep the baby, yet the thought of her child growing up without love was unbearable. On a dark and stormy night, with her heart breaking, she left the mansion. Clutching her baby wrapped in a warm blanket, she walked to a nearby convent known for its compassionate nuns. There, she left her precious child at the doorstep, along with a heartfelt note explaining her inability to care for her, but expressing her boundless love. With tears streaming down her face, Maria rang the bell and concealed herself in the shadows, watching as Sister Isabel, one of the kind nuns, discovered the baby and brought her inside. Maria's heart shattered into countless pieces, but she took solace in knowing she had ensured a better future for her daughter. Sister Isabel, a gentle and devoted woman, cradled the baby tenderly and carried her into the convent. She decided to name her Anna, a name simple yet brimming with hope. From that moment forward, Sister Isabel vowed to care for and love Anna as if she were her own, promising her a life filled with love and protection within the convent's nurturing walls. Every step Maria took away from the convent felt like a dagger to her soul, but she knew it was the right choice. The sacrifice she made was profound, driven by a mother's unyielding love. Anna, under Sister Isabel's watchful eye, would grow up surrounded by kindness and warmth, her life unfolding in the safety and serenity of the convent orphanage. The pain of their separation was immense, but Maria's sacrifice laid the foundation for a brighter future for her beloved child. Meanwhile, Maria tried to move on with her life. She decided to leave her painful past behind and focus on her future. With determination and effort, she immersed herself in the fashion industry, starting from the bottom and working tirelessly to rise. Her talent and passion soon made her stand out, and over time, Maria became a renowned fashion designer. Maria's life changed drastically. She met Carlos Fernandez, an influential businessman who was captivated by her talent and fighting spirit. They married and had 2 children, Daniel and Laura. Maria built a prosperous and happy life, but the pain of having abandoned her daughter never disappeared. On the quietest nights, she thought of Anna and the sacrifice she had made, always hoping that one day they would be reunited. Sister Isabel, with the baby in her arms, entered the orphanage and headed to the convent chapel. There, under the soft candlelight, she looked up to the sky and prayed for little Anna, asking that her life be filled with love and opportunities. From that moment on, Anna became an integral part of the convent community. Sister Isabel, faithful to her promise, cared for Anna with devotion and affection. Anna grew up in the orphanage, surrounded by other girls and under the attentive eyes of the nuns. Although she did not know her biological parents, she always felt an inexplicable void in her heart. However, the warmth and kindness of Sister Isabel and the other nuns provided her with an environment full of love and security. Anna was a curious and talented child with a lively spirit that set her apart from the others. Meanwhile, Maria was determined to leave her painful past behind and build a new life. She began her career in the fashion industry, working in a small sewing shop. Despite the initial difficulties, her natural talent and unwavering determination quickly made her stand out. Maria worked tirelessly, learning everything she could about design and tailoring. Over time, Maria made a name for herself in the fashion world. Her unique style and ability to anticipate trends made her stand out. Soon, her designs began to gain recognition, and Maria founded her own fashion house. It was a monumental achievement for her, a young woman who had started with nothing but dreams and an immense desire to succeed. Along the way, Maria met Carlos Fernandez, an influential businessman who was captivated by her talent and determination. Carlos was a kind and generous man who saw in Maria not only a talented woman, but also a life partner. They married in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by friends and family. Together they formed a family and had 2 children, Daniel and Laura. Although Maria had managed to build a prosperous and happy life, the memory of Anna never disappeared. Every night, when silence filled the house and her children slept peacefully, Maria thought of the daughters she had abandoned. She wondered if Anna was well, if she was happy, and always held on to the hope that someday they would be reunited. Back at the convent, Anna continued to grow under Sister Isabel's care. Anna grew up in the convent orphanage, surrounded by an environment of love and care. Although she had no memories of her biological parents, she always felt a deep bond with Sister Isabel, who became her maternal figure. From a young age, Anna showed a special talent for music and acting. She loved participating in the small plays organized by the nuns and sang with a voice that enchanted everyone who heard her. Sister Isabel, noticing Anna's talents, worked hard to provide her with opportunities to develop them. She taught her to read and write and encouraged her to dream big. Anna was a curious child with an indomitable spirit and vivid imagination. Her days were filled with adventures in the convent garden, where she created fantastic stories and magical characters. Although life in the orphanage was simple, Anna always found ways to fill her days with joy and creativity. Over the years, Anna grew into a talented and confident young woman. Her passion for acting and music led her to dream of a future on stage. Despite the limitations of her environment, she never stopped believing that she would one day make her dreams come true. Sister Isabel, proud of the young woman Anna had become, supported her decision to leave the convent and seek her destiny in Mexico City. Anna arrived in the city with big dreams and few possessions. Her goal was to become an actress, a dream she had cultivated since childhood. With a mix of nervousness and excitement, she began looking for opportunities at modeling agencies and local theaters. It was in this vibrant and competitive environment that Anna began to make her dreams come true, step by step. Meanwhile, Maria continued to expand her fashion empire. Her fashion house became one of the most prestigious in the country, attracting celebrities and influential figures. Maria was a successful woman, but in her heart, there was always a space reserved for Anna, a place full of love and hope. Anna left the convent orphanage with a mix of emotions. Mexico City welcomed her with its vibrant energy, full of opportunities but also challenges. She said goodbye to Sister Isabel, promising not to waste the new life that lay ahead. With only a small suitcase and a heart full of hope, Anna launched herself into the big city, determined to fulfill her dreams. The first days were difficult. The city was overwhelming, and finding opportunities was not as easy as Anna had imagined. But her talent and charisma eventually began to open doors for her. She found work at a modeling agency, where her dedication and skills quickly made her stand out. Every photo shoot and every runway was another step towards her goal of becoming a renowned actress. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, Maria continued to consolidate her fashion empire. Her fashion house had become one of the most prestigious in the country, known for its innovative style and ability to set trends. Maria worked tirelessly, driven both by her passion for fashion and the painful memory of Anna, the daughter she had left behind. Fate wanted Anna and Maria's paths to cross in an unexpected way. One of Maria's collections caught the attention of the modeling agency where Anna worked. Impressed by the freshness and talent of the young woman, Maria decided to hire her for a photo shoot without suspecting that Anna was her daughter. Maria was captivated by her presence and professionalism. Anna, for her part, felt a mixture of admiration and tension when she was near Maria. Although she did not know her true identity, there was something in Maria that attracted and disturbed her at the same time. Working for such a renowned designer was a dream come true, but it also brought with it an inexplicable sense of inner conflict. The relationship between Maria and Anna began to develop amid this tension. Although there was professional respect and admiration, there were also clashes and misunderstandings. Maria, always protective and demanding, could not help feeling an inexplicable connection with Anna, which sometimes led her to be harsher than necessary. Anna, in turn, struggled to understand her own feelings and the reason for her tension with Maria. The situation became even more complicated when Daniel, Maria's son, showed interest in Anna, unaware that they were siblings. The two young people were attracted to each other, starting a relationship that would add more complexity to the situation. Maria, worried about her son's relationship with Anna, openly opposed it, which only increased the tension between her and Anna. In the midst of these conflicts, Anna continued to excel in her career. More and more designers and agencies wanted to work with her, and her name began to be known in the fashion world. However, the void in her heart and the tension with Maria kept her restless. One night, after a successful photo shoot, Anna decided to confront Maria. She wanted to understand why their relationship was so complicated and why she felt that inexplicable connection. Maria, surprised by Anna's courage, found herself opening her heart. Although she did not reveal the truth, she hinted at her pain and past, creating a moment of vulnerability between them. Anna woke up in her small apartment in Mexico City, feeling more determined than ever to keep advancing in her career. It had been a few weeks since her last confrontation with Maria, and although their relationship remained tense, there was a new layer of understanding that had not existed before. Anna knew she had to focus on her dreams and take advantage of every opportunity that came her way. That morning, she received an unexpected call from Laura, Maria's personal assistant. "Hello, Anna. Maria wants to see you this afternoon at the fashion house. She has a proposal for you," Laura said kindly. "Sure, I'll be there at 3, Anna replied, trying to hide the mix of excitement and nervousness she felt. Upon arriving at the fashion house, Anna was greeted by a frenzy of activity. Models, designers, and assistants moved quickly, preparing the new collection. Maria was waiting in her office, reviewing sketches and fabric samples. "Anna, thank you for coming," Maria said, looking up from her papers. "I have a proposal for you. I want you to be the main image of our new campaign. It's a big step, and I think you're ready for it." Anna felt her heart pound. It was an incredible opportunity, but it also meant working more closely with Maria, which gave her mixed feelings. "Thank you, Maria. I'm very grateful for this opportunity," Anna replied, trying to stay calm. "I'll do my best." "I know, Anna. I've seen your talent, and I know you have a great future ahead of you," Maria said, softening her tone. "But there's something else I want to discuss with you. I've noticed there's some tension between us, and I want to understand why. Maybe we can talk and clear things up." Anna nodded, feeling a mix of relief and nervousness. "Yes, I think that would be good. There are many things I don't understand, and I think talking might help both of us." Meanwhile, Daniel had been watching Anna from a distance. Their relationship had become more complicated since they started working together. Although his feelings for her were strong, family tensions and internal doubts kept him in a constant state of uncertainty. One afternoon, he decided to invite Anna to a nearby cafe to talk.
"Anna, I'm glad you agreed to come," Daniel said, smiling shyly as they sat at a table in the corner of the cafe.
"Sure, Daniel. What did you want to talk about?" Anna replied, feeling a mix of curiosity and apprehension. "I've been thinking a lot about us and how things have changed since we started working together. I feel like there's something we're not seeing, something that's affecting us, and I don't know what it is," Daniel confessed, looking her directly in the eyes. Anna sighed, feeling the weight of her own uncertainties. "I feel it too, Daniel. There's something that doesn't add up, but I don't know what it is. I feel attracted to you, but I also feel there's something more, something I don't understand." Their conversation was interrupted when they both received simultaneous messages from Laura, Maria's assistant, asking them to return to the office for an urgent meeting. They quickly returned, their hearts filled with unanswered questions. In the office, they found Maria waiting along with a man who seemed vaguely familiar. It was Father Alejandro, a well-known priest in the community and a friend of the Gutierrez family. "Daniel, Anna, I'm glad you're here. Father Alejandro has something important to tell us," announced Maria, with a serious expression on her face. Father Alejandro looked at the young people with compassion before speaking. The atmosphere in the office was charged with tension, and everyone felt that something important was about to be revealed. "I have been called here because I believe it is time to reveal some secrets that have been hidden for a long time. Maria, I know this will be difficult for you, but it is necessary for everyone to find peace." Maria nodded, struggling against tears, her hands trembling slightly. "Father Alejandro, please go ahead," she said, with a trembling voice. The priest took a deep breath, aware of the impact his words would have. Many years ago, in this very city, something happened that changed the lives of several people forever. Maria, being very young, worked as a maid in the Gutierrez mansion. There she met Luis Martinez, the eldest son, destined to become a priest. What began as a friendship turned into a deep, though forbidden love. From that union, a child was born. Anna and Daniel looked at each other, surprised by the direction the story was taking. Maria, fearing for the future of that child and the repercussions of her forbidden love, made the painful decision to leave her at the door of a convent under the care of the sisters. That child was you, Anna. Anna was breathless, her eyes filling with tears as she looked at Maria, searching for the truth in her expression. Maria, unable to hold back her tears, nodded, confirming what Father Alejandro was saying. Ana, Maria is your biological mother. She left you at the convent not because she didn't love you, but because she believed it was the only way to give you a better life and protect you from the consequences of her love with Luis, continued Father Alejandro, his voice filled with emotion. Daniel, still processing the revelation, looked at Ana incredulously. Then all this time, we're siblings, he said, his voice breaking, the words barely coming out. The impact of the revelation left everyone in silence. Ana, with tears streaming down her cheeks, slowly approached Maria. "Is it true? Are you really my mother?" she asked, her voice trembling and filled with a mix of hope and pain. Maria nodded, unable to speak, and extended her arms toward Ana in a gesture filled with emotion. Ana threw herself into Maria's arms, feeling for the first time the warmth and comfort of her mother. "I'm so sorry, Ana. I never wanted to leave you, but I thought it was the best for you," sobbed Maria, hugging her daughter tightly. Daniel, watching the scene, felt a wave of conflicting emotions. The truth, although painful, brought with it the possibility of healing and reconciliation. The days following the revelation were a mix of intense emotions for Ana, Maria, and Daniel. The truth had come to light, and with it, a torrent of conflicting feelings that each had to process. Ana felt overwhelmed by the new reality of her life. The young woman who had grown up in an orphanage now had a mother and a biological brother, and her world had changed in a way she never imagined. Ana spent several nights reflecting on her life and the sacrifice Maria had made. She decided to visit the convent where she had grown up, seeking clarity and comfort in the walls that once protected her. Sister Isabel welcomed her with open arms, and together they sat in the convent garden, surrounded by the tranquility of the place. "Sister Isabel, I can't believe everything that has happened," said Ana, looking up at the sky as she spoke. "Maria is my mother. I never would have imagined it." Sister Isabel smiled tenderly. "Ana, I always knew you had a special story. A mother's love is deep, and sometimes she makes difficult decisions for the good of her children. Maria loved you so much that she decided to sacrifice herself to give you a better life." Ana nodded, feeling a mix of gratitude and sadness. "I have so many questions and I don't know how to handle all this, but I want to get to know Maria, understand her life and her story." Ana decided it was time to have an honest conversation with Maria. She returned to the fashion house and found her mother in her office, reviewing sketches and notes. Maria looked up and, seeing Ana, put everything aside. "Ana, I'm glad to see you," said Maria with a nervous smile. "Can we talk?" "Yes, Mom. I need to understand many things," replied Ana, using Mom for the first time, which brought tears to Maria's eyes. They sat on the office sofa, and Ana took Maria's hand. "Why did you leave me?" asked Ana, her voice trembling but firm. Maria took a deep breath, preparing to tell her story. "Ana, when I found out I was pregnant, my world fell apart. I loved your father, Luis, but our relationship was impossible. He was destined to be a priest. And our relationship would have destroyed our lives. I thought leaving you at the convent would keep you safe and give you a better chance at life." Ana nodded slowly, trying to understand the magnitude of her mother's sacrifice. "I understand, but it still hurts. I grew up not knowing who my mother was, always feeling like something was missing," said Ana, with tears in her eyes. "I know, and I'm so sorry. I never stopped thinking about you, loving you. Every decision I made in my life was with the hope that one day we would be reunited," confessed Maria, squeezing Ana's hand. Meanwhile, Daniel was dealing with his own feelings. He had gone from being in love with Ana to discovering that she was his sister. The confusion and pain were deep, but he knew he had to find a way to move forward. One afternoon, Daniel met Anna in a nearby park. Both knew they needed to talk and face this new reality. "Anna, I know this is difficult for both of us, but I want you to know that I'll always be here for you as your brother," said Daniel sincerely. Anna smiled, grateful for his words. "Thank you, Daniel. This is complicated, but I want you to know that I value you a lot. No matter what happens, we will always be family." Luis Martinez, Anna's biological father, also had to face this new reality. Although he had followed his vocation and become a priest, he never stopped thinking about Maria and the daughter he had lost. Upon learning that Anna had been found, he felt a mix of joy and pain. Luis decided to visit Anna, knowing that his presence could be both a blessing and a burden. They met in the same park where Anna had spoken with Daniel. "Anna, I know this is difficult for you, but I want you to know that I'm here to support you in whatever you need. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you before, but I want to be part of your life now," said Luis, his voice filled with emotion. Anna looked at him, feeling a mix of gratitude and confusion. "Thank you, Father. This is a lot to process, but I appreciate your support. I want to get to know you and understand more about our family." With the truth revealed and the first steps towards reconciliation taken, Anna, Maria, Daniel, and Luis began to adapt to their new reality. However, the complexity of their relationships and the secrets of the past did not disappear easily, and new tensions arose as they tried to build a future together. Anna continued working as a model for Maria's fashion house, and although their personal relationship had taken a significant turn, the professional environment remained complicated. Maria, always demanding and perfectionist, sometimes found it hard to separate her role as a mother from that of a boss. "Anna, this photo shoot is crucial for our new collection. I need you to focus completely," Maria said as she reviewed the preparations for an important session. "I know, Mom. I'll do my best to meet expectations," Anna replied, feeling the pressure. During the session, tensions rose. Maria criticized every detail, trying to ensure everything was perfect. Anna, trying to please her mother, felt it was never enough. The tension peaked when Maria commented on one of Anna's poses. "Anna, that pose isn't working. You need to show more emotion, more passion," Maria said, her voice more critical than usual. Anna, feeling the pressure, responded with frustration. "I'm doing my best, Mom. Maybe you should remember I'm your daughter too. Not just a model," she replied, trying to contain her emotions. Maria realized her mistake and approached Anna, softening her tone. "I'm sorry, Anna. You're right. Sometimes I forget how hard it is for you too. I just want this campaign to be a success, but I shouldn't push you so hard," she admitted with a look of regret. Meanwhile, Daniel and Anna were still dealing with the new boundaries of their relationship. Discovering they were siblings had changed everything, and they were both trying to adapt to their new reality. One night, they decided to talk at Daniel's house, seeking to clarify their feelings and establish a new dynamic. "Anna, I know this has been an emotional roller coaster for us, but I want you to know I'll always be here for you as your brother. We can get through this together," Daniel said sincerely. Anna nodded, feeling Daniel's support. "Thank you, Daniel. This isn't easy, but I know we can find a way forward. I've always felt a special connection with you, and now I know why. You're my family, and that won't change," Anna replied with a calm smile. Luis, on his part, struggled with his own internal conflict. He had dedicated his life to the church, but the revelation of Anna as his biological daughter filled him with contradictory emotions. He wanted to be part of her life, but also had to fulfill his responsibilities as a priest. One afternoon, Luis met with his mentor, Father Miguel, seeking advice. "Father Miguel, my heart is divided. I love my daughter and want to be there for her, but I've also sworn to serve God and the church. How can I reconcile these two aspects of my life?" Luis asked, his voice full of anguish. Father Miguel looked at him with understanding. Luis, a father's love is a gift from God. You don't have to abandon your faith to be a good father. Find a balance, support Anna, and be a fatherly figure for her while continuing with your religious duties. God understands the dilemmas of the human heart. Father Miguel responded wisely. Luis Martinez felt trapped between two worlds. On one side, he had dedicated his life to the church, and on the other, he had discovered the existence of Anna, his biological daughter. The revelation had shaken his world, and now he found himself at a crossroads, seeking a way to reconcile his vocation with his responsibilities as a father. One day, while Luis was preparing to officiate a mass, he received an unexpected visit in the sacristy. Maria had decided to talk to him about his role in Anna's life. The conversation promised to be difficult but necessary. "Luis, thank you for seeing me before the Mass. We need to talk about Anna," Maria said, her voice full of determination. "Of course, Maria. I'm here to listen and help in any way I can," Luis responded, trying to hide his nervousness. Maria took a deep breath before continuing. "Anna needs her father, but I also understand you have a commitment to the church. I don't want to put you in a difficult position, but I think we can find a balance. Anna deserves to know her father and receive his support," Maria said sincerely. Luis nodded, feeling the weight of her words. "Maria, I understand what you're saying. I love Anna and want to be part of her life, but I also have my duties here. I'm willing to find a way to be present for her without abandoning my vocation," he responded firmly. Luis and Maria decided to organize a family dinner so Luis could spend time with Anna, Daniel, and Laura in a more relaxed setting. The dinner would be an opportunity for everyone to get to know each other better and for Luis to start building a relationship with his children. On the night of the dinner, the atmosphere in Maria's house was charged with nervousness and anticipation. Luis arrived with a bottle of wine and a small box of chocolates for Anna, trying to break the ice. "Thank you for inviting me, Maria. I'm very happy to be here," Luis said as he entered the house. "Welcome, Luis. We're happy you came," Maria replied, smiling. The dinner began with light conversations about daily life and funny anecdotes. Slowly, the initial tension began to dissipate, and everyone started to feel more comfortable. Anna, sitting next to Luis, took the opportunity to ask him questions about his life. "Dad," Anna began, hesitating with the word, "tell me more about yourself. I want to know more about your life and how you became a priest." Luis smiled, happy to see Anna was interested in getting to know him. "Well, I always felt a strong calling to the church from a young age. My family had high expectations for me, and following that path seemed right. But I always carried in my heart the love I felt for your mother, and now the joy of knowing you," Luis responded with a look full of affection. Daniel and Laura also took the opportunity to get to know their biological father better. Although the situation was strange, both were willing to give Luis a chance. "Father, I know this is new for all of us, but I want you to know I'm willing to get to know you and accept this new reality," Daniel said firmly. "Me too, Dad. I know it hasn't been easy for any of us, but we can overcome this together," Laura added, smiling timidly. Luis, moved by his children's words, promised to do everything possible to be present in their lives. "Thank you, children. I can't express how grateful I am for your understanding and support. I'll do my best to be a good father for you," Luis said with tears in his eyes. The dinner ended with a sense of hope and unity. Although there were many challenges ahead, the family was determined to face them together. Luis promised to be present in his children's lives and find a balance between his duties as a priest and his role as a father. The day after the family dinner, everyone in Maria's house was processing the events and emotions of the previous night. However, the revelations were not over. Maria and Luis's past still had secrets that were going to come to light and challenge the family once again. Maria was in her office, reviewing some designs when she received an unexpected call from Clara, a friend of the Gutierrez family who had witnessed the events that led to Maria and Luis's separation. "Maria, it's Clara. I need to talk to you in person. There's something important you need to know about the past," Clara said, her voice full of urgency. "Of course, Clara. Come to the fashion house. I'll be here all afternoon," Maria replied, feeling a growing sense of concern. Shortly after, Clara arrived at Maria's office. Her expression was serious, and Maria knew what she had to say would be hard to hear. "Maria, I know you recently reunited with Anna and revealed the truth about her origin, but there's something else you need to know, something I haven't been able to forget all these years," Clara began, taking a deep breath before continuing. "The Gutierrez family, specifically your mother, played a darker role in our separation than you imagined." Maria looked at her with wide eyes, waiting for her to continue. "Your mother and Luis's father conspired to separate you when they found out you were pregnant. They planned everything so that you and Luis could never be together. They were the ones who pressured Luis to follow his vocation, threatening to destroy his life and reputation if he didn't comply. And you, Maria, they made you believe that the convent was the only option for Anna," Clara revealed, her voice trembling. Maria felt a mix of anger and sadness as she heard Clara's words. She had suspected her mother had something to do with her separation from Luis, but she didn't know to what extent. "Why didn't you tell me this before?" Clara Maria asked, her voice full of pain. "I was afraid, Maria. The Gutierrez family had a lot of power, and I didn't want to risk it. But now, with everything that has happened, I thought you should know the full truth," Clara responded, with tears in her eyes. Maria knew she had to share this new information with Luis and Anna. That night, she called a family meeting at her house. Anna and Daniel arrived first, followed by Luis. Everyone could see the seriousness on Maria's face and knew something important was about to be revealed. "Family, thank you for coming. Clara, a family friend, has told me something we need to discuss," Maria began as everyone sat in the living room. Maria recounted the story Clara had told her, explaining how her mother and Luis's father had conspired to separate them. Luis turned pale, processing the magnitude of what he had heard. "I can't believe my father did that. I thought I was following my vocation by my own will, but now I see I was manipulated," Luis said, his voice full of disbelief. Anna, sitting next to Luis, took his hand in support. "Dad, Mom, what they did was terrible, but the most important thing is that now we're together. We can face this as a family," Anna said firmly. Despite the painful revelation, the family decided they needed to unite and face the past together. They decided to visit the graves of Maria and Luis's parents, seeking closure and the opportunity to forgive. When they arrived at the cemetery, they gathered around the graves and one by one shared their thoughts and feelings. Maria, with tears in her eyes, spoke first. "Mom, Dad, I know you did what you thought was best, but your decision caused a lot of pain. Today I choose to forgive you and let go of this resentment," Maria said, placing flowers on the grave. Luis followed, with a mix of sadness and resolution in his voice. "Dad, I always wanted to make you proud, but your decisions separated us. Even so, I choose to forgive you and move on with my life and my family," he said, also leaving a bouquet of flowers. Anna and Daniel, moved by their parents' words, joined in a family hug, feeling that they were finally on the path to healing and reconciliation. After the revelations and reconciliation at the cemetery, the family began to find a new normal. However, Anna felt there were still missing pieces in her story. She decided it was time to investigate more about her origins and the time she spent in the convent. Anna went to the convent where she had grown up, seeking answers and clarification. Sister Isabel welcomed her with a warm smile and led her to the convent's living room where they could talk in private. "Sister Isabel, I want to know more about my time here. I've always wondered who my parents were, and how I ended up in the convent. Now that I know the truth, I need to understand more about those early years, Anna said, firmly but with curiosity. Sister Isabel nodded and took a box of memories from a nearby closet. Anna, I always knew you would want to know more one day. Here are all the things we kept for you: letters, photographs, and documents that might help you understand your story, she said, handing the box to Anna. Anna opened the box and found letters from Maria addressed to Sister Isabel, filled with love and sadness for having to leave her daughter. She also found photographs of her mother and father, as well as drawings she had made as a child. That night, Anna sat in her apartment and began reading the letters from her mother. Maria's words were filled with love and desperation, explaining her decisions and the pain she felt having to part from her daughter. Dear Sister Isabel, not a day goes by without thinking of my daughter Anna. My heart is broken for having to leave her, but I know she is in good hands with you. I pray that one day we can reunite and she can understand that everything I did was out of love and to protect her. With love, Maria. Anna read each letter with tears in her eyes, feeling the depth of her mother's sacrifice. The letters were a testament to Maria's unwavering love and her constant desire to reunite with Anna. As she read, Anna found a letter mentioning a man named Jorge, a friend of the Gutierrez family. She decided she needed to speak with him to get more information about her parents and the past she still didn't fully know. Anna looked up Jorge's address and went to his house, determined to get answers. Jorge, an older man with a kind expression, welcomed her with curiosity. Mr. Jorge, I'm Anna, the daughter of Maria and Luis. I've discovered many things about my past, but I still have questions. My mother mentioned your name in several letters. Can you help me understand more about what happened? Anna asked firmly. Jorge nodded, inviting her to sit in his living room. Anna, I've waited a long time to have this conversation. I know your story and the sacrifices your parents made. Your grandfather, Don Gutierrez, was a powerful and feared man. He did everything he could to separate your mother and father, including threats and manipulation. I want you to know that your parents always loved you and did everything they could to protect you, Jorge said sincerely. Jorge continued to weave tales of the profound and authentic love shared between Luis and Maria. He recounted how Luis had bravely stood up against familial pressures and how Maria had endured the challenges of pregnancy and abandonment alone, all to protect their beloved daughter, Anna. Luis never stopped loving you, Anna. Not for a moment. He carried the weight of their separation like a heavy cross, enduring the pain for the sake of everyone involved. What your grandparents did was unforgivable. But now you have the opportunity to mend those wounds and forge a relationship with your parents, Jorge concluded, his eyes reflecting a blend of sorrow and hope as he gazed at Anna. As Anna left Jorge's home, a profound connection to her past settled within her. She gained a deeper understanding of the immense sacrifices and boundless love her parents had poured into every agonizing decision. She resolved that it was time to share her newfound knowledge with Maria and Luis, to embark on a journey of healing together. That evening, Anna brought her family together at Maria's house. With a trembling voice, she recounted everything she had uncovered from the letters and Jorge's stories. They cried, laughed, and shared memories that bridged the painful gaps of the past. Mom, Dad, I finally understand everything you went through for me. I love you and appreciate every sacrifice you made, Anna said, her voice filled with emotion as she embraced her parents tightly. In that moment, their hearts, once burdened by years of separation and silent suffering, began to heal. They found solace in each other's arms, knowing that their love had always been the guiding light through their darkest days. Together they faced the future, united by a renewed sense of hope and the unbreakable bond of family. Anna, we always knew that one day you would understand. Thank you for seeking the truth and giving us the chance to be a family again, Maria responded, her voice choked with tears of joy. Luis, holding both Anna and Maria's hands, nodded with deep gratitude. "We are together now, and that's what matters. We will build a future based on love and forgiveness," he said, smiling warmly. With this newfound harmony, Anna, Maria, and Luis set out to create a life filled with love and mutual support. Yet they were acutely aware that past wounds still needed healing. The family decided it was time to confront these challenges together, in pursuit of the redemption and forgiveness they so deeply desired. Anna suggested a trip to her hometown, the place where it all began. She yearned to learn more about her roots and see the places where her mother had grown up. Maria, though initially hesitant, agreed, recognizing that this journey could bring the peace they all needed. They arrived in the quaint town on a bright, sunny afternoon. The cobblestone streets and colorful houses greeted them with a blend of nostalgia and curiosity. Maria led them to the house where she had spent her youth and pointed out the places she used to frequent. "This is where I grew up, Anna. It's a place full of memories, some joyful and some painful, but all of them are part of our story," Maria said, as they walked down the old path to her former home. The visit to the town also meant facing people from the past, including those who had influenced Maria and Luis's decisions. Among them was Mrs. Gomez, an elderly neighbor who had been a close friend of the Gutierrez family for many years. As they approached Mrs. Gomez's home, a wave of apprehension and anticipation washed over them. Mrs. Gomez welcomed them with open arms, her eyes lighting up with recognition and warmth. "It's been so long, Maria. And this must be Anna. Oh, how you've grown, Mrs. Gomez exclaimed, hugging Maria tightly and then turning to embrace Anna. "Yes, Mrs. Gomez, it's been many years," Maria replied, her voice thick with emotion. "We wanted to come back and reconnect with our roots, to understand our past better." Mrs. Gomez nodded, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "I'm so glad you did. This town has missed you. There are so many stories to share, and so much healing to be done." They spent the afternoon reminiscing, sharing stories, and filling in the gaps of their shared history. Through laughter and tears, they began to piece together the fragments of their past, finding solace in the connections they reestablished. "This journey has shown me how much strength and love our family possesses," Anna said, looking at her parents and Mrs. Gomez. "I'm grateful for every moment, every sacrifice, and every memory that has brought us here." In that moment, they realized that healing was not just about mending the past, but also about embracing the present and looking forward to the future with hope and love. Together, they found a renewed sense of belonging and a deeper understanding of what it meant to be a family. Mrs. Gomez greeted them with a warm smile and eyes filled with wisdom. "Maria, Anna, Luis, it's wonderful to see you after all these years. I've heard about everything that's happened recently, and I'm here to support you," she said, serving tea in her cozy living room. As they conversed, Mrs. Gomez shared more insights about the past, confirming some of the stories they already knew while adding new layers of understanding. Maria and Luis did what they believed was best at the time, but they too suffered greatly for their decisions. "Now that you are reunited, it's time to heal those wounds," she said with deep compassion. They decided to hold a small ceremony in the town to close that chapter of their lives and seek the forgiveness and redemption they longed for. They invited friends and neighbors, including those who had been part of their journey. The ceremony was held in the town's old church, a place steeped in significance for all of them. Luis, dressed in his cassock, stood before the congregation with Anna and Maria by his side. "We gather here today to mend the wounds of the past and seek the forgiveness we all need. Our story has been marked by difficult decisions and painful sacrifices, but it has also been shaped by love and hope. I ask you to join us in this quest for redemption," Luis said, his voice both firm and emotional. Maria, holding Anna's hand, stepped forward. "I have made mistakes in my life, but I have always loved my daughter and sought her well-being. Today, I ask for forgiveness from all those I have hurt and offer my open heart to heal and reconcile," she said, tears streaming down her face. Feeling the weight of the moment, Anna spoke from the depths of her heart. "I have discovered many truths about my life and my family. Today, I choose to forgive and embrace the love that surrounds me. Together we can build a future based on love and understanding," she said, gazing at her mother and father with love and determination. The ceremony was a poignant blend of sorrow and hope, filled with heartfelt speeches and shared memories. Friends and neighbors offered their support, some sharing their own stories of struggle and forgiveness. The atmosphere in the church was charged with a collective sense of healing and renewal. As the ceremony concluded, Louise led a prayer, asking for strength and unity for their family. "May we find the courage to forgive, the wisdom to learn from our past, and the love to move forward together," he prayed, his voice echoing through the hallowed space. Afterward, they gathered outside the church, embraced by the community that had witnessed their journey. It was a day of profound transformation, marking the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Back at Maria's house, they sat together, feeling lighter and more connected than ever before. "Thank you, Mrs. Gomez, for being there for us, and for your wisdom," Maria said, her voice filled with gratitude. Mrs. Gomez smiled warmly. "It was my pleasure. Remember, healing is a journey, and you have taken the first important step today." With newfound hope and a stronger bond, Anna, Maria, and Luis looked forward to the future, ready to face it together, fortified by the love and support of their family and community. After the ceremony, the family felt a significant weight lifted from their shoulders. The heartfelt words of forgiveness and redemption had deeply resonated within each of them and the community. They spent the rest of the day celebrating with friends and neighbors, basking in the warmth and camaraderie of the town. Upon returning to the city, Anna, Maria, and Luis felt more united than ever. They had faced their fears and their pasts, and now they were ready to build a future full of love and hope. However, life continued to present challenges and difficult decisions that they had to face together. One such challenge arose when Anna received a job offer that could change her life. A prestigious modeling agency in New York wanted to hire her as the lead model for their next international campaign. This opportunity was a dream come true, but it also meant leaving behind her family and her newly re-established life in Mexico. Anna arranged a meeting with Maria and Luis to discuss the offer. They sat together in the living room, the atmosphere charged with anticipation and worry. "Mom, Dad, I received an offer to work in New York. It's an amazing opportunity, but I don't know if I'm ready to leave everything we've built here," Anna said, her voice a mix of excitement and anxiety. Maria reached out and took Anna's hand. "Anna, this is a wonderful opportunity, and you deserve every bit of it. You've worked so hard and come so far. We want you to follow your dreams, even if it means being apart for a while." Luis nodded in agreement, his eyes reflecting a mix of pride and concern. "We will always support you, Anna. This is your chance to shine. We've faced so much together, and we will continue to support each other, no matter the distance." Tears welled up in Anna's eyes as she looked at her parents. "I love you both so much. Your support means everything to me. I want to make you proud, but I'm afraid of losing what we've just rebuilt." Maria squeezed her hand reassuringly. "You will never lose us, Anna. We are your family, and our bond is unbreakable. Go to New York, chase your dreams, and know that we are always here for you." With her parents' unwavering support, Anna felt a surge of confidence and determination. She knew that this opportunity was too significant to pass up. In the following days, they prepared for her departure, each moment tinged with bittersweet emotions. The day she left for New York, Maria and Luis stood at the airport, holding back tears as they hugged her tightly. "Remember, Anna, we are just a phone call away," Luis said, his voice thick with emotion. "Go and show the world what you're made of," my dear Maria added, her eyes glistening with pride and love. As Anna boarded the plane, she felt a mixture of excitement and longing. She knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but with the love and support of her family, she was ready to embrace her future. The journey had just begun, and with each step, she carried the strength and love of her family in her heart, knowing that they were always with her, no matter where life took her. Maria took Anna's hand, her eyes brimming with love and unwavering support. "Anna, this is an incredible opportunity for you. We've watched you grow and seen how immensely talented you are. We want you to follow your dreams, even if it means being away from us for a while," Maria said, her encouraging smile radiating warmth. Luis nodded, feeling the gravity of the decision Anna was facing. "Anna, we support you in whatever you choose. You'll always be in our hearts, no matter where life takes you. Follow your passion and remember that you always have a home here with us," Luis said, his voice firm and filled with love. Anna spent several days reflecting on the offer. She wandered through the parks and streets of the city, recalling cherished moments shared with her family and pondering the impact of her decision. Finally, after much contemplation, she gathered her family to share her choice. "I've decided to accept the offer in New York. I want to follow my dreams and seize this opportunity, but I promise to stay in touch and visit often," Anna said, her voice resolute and filled with determination. Maria and Luis embraced her, their hearts swelling with a mix of pride and sadness. "We're so proud of you, Anna. We know you'll accomplish amazing things. We'll miss you dearly, but we'll always be here for you," Maria said, tears of happiness streaming down her face. "Follow your heart, my daughter. We believe in you and know you'll achieve great things. Remember, we'll always be together in spirit," Luis added, his warm smile conveying both support and encouragement. As Anna prepared for her departure, the family cherished their remaining time together, creating lasting memories that would carry them through the days apart. When the day finally arrived, Maria and Luis accompanied Anna to the airport, holding her tightly before she boarded her flight. "Remember, Anna, we're just a call away," Maria whispered, her voice breaking with emotion. "Go and conquer the world, my dear. We'll be cheering you on every step of the way," Luis added, his eyes shining with pride. As Anna boarded the plane, she felt a whirlwind of emotions. Excitement for the new journey ahead mixed with the longing for her family. She knew that the road would be challenging, but with the love and support of Maria and Luis, she felt ready to embrace her future. She carried their strength and love with her, knowing that no matter where life took her, her family would always be her anchor. The following days were a whirlwind of activity as Anna packed her belongings, arranged her trip, and said her goodbyes to friends and family. Maria and Luis were by her side every step of the way, ensuring that everything was in order for her new adventure. On the day of departure, the family headed to the airport. They stood together at the boarding gate, embracing each other tightly one last time before Anna boarded the plane. "We love you, Anna. Take care and keep shining," Maria said, tears welling up in her eyes. "We'll miss you, but we know you'll be fine. Keep the faith and follow your path with courage," Luis added, hugging her with all his strength. Anna, deeply moved by her family's love and support, gave them one final hug before heading to the boarding gate. "I love you all. See you soon," she said, her smile radiating hope and determination. Arriving in New York, Anna quickly immersed herself in her new job. The city buzzed with energy and opportunity, and she adapted swiftly to her new life. Her career took off rapidly, and she soon became one of the most sought-after models in the industry. Despite the distance, Anna maintained constant contact with her family through phone calls and video chats, sharing their experiences and offering mutual support through the new stages of their lives. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Maria and Luis continued to strengthen their relationship and their contributions to the community. Maria's fashion house continued to thrive, gaining recognition for its unique designs and cultural authenticity. Luis found new ways to integrate his faith and fatherhood into his daily life, becoming a beacon of support and guidance for those around him. Though physically apart, the bond between Ana, Maria, and Luis grew even stronger. They celebrated each other's successes and provided comfort during challenging times, reinforcing the unbreakable connection that distance could never diminish. Ana's journey in New York was filled with excitement and growth. She navigated the fast-paced world of fashion with grace and determination, earning accolades and respect in the industry. Her success was not just a personal triumph, but a testament to the love and sacrifices of her family. In Mexico, Maria and Luis found fulfillment in their work and their renewed relationship. They often spoke of Ana with pride, sharing her achievements with their friends and community. The story of their family became an inspiration to many, a reminder that love, sacrifice, and forgiveness can overcome any obstacle. As the seasons changed, Ana often returned to Mexico to visit her family, bringing with her stories of her adventures and the glamour of her new life. Each reunion was a celebration of love and resilience, a testament to the enduring strength of their family bond. Through it all, they learned that true success is not just measured by personal achievements, but by the strength of the relationships we build and the love we share with those who matter most. Their journey, though marked by challenges and separation, was ultimately a story of triumph, love, and the unbreakable spirit of family. With Ana settled in New York and her career in full swing, Maria and Luis focused on their own projects in Mexico. Although the distance was difficult, the family bonds remained strong thanks to technology and the commitment to stay in touch. Maria decided to expand her fashion house, taking her designs to an international level. Inspired by Ana's success and the desire to continue growing, she began working on a new collection that would combine traditional Mexican elements with modern trends. This project not only represented a business opportunity, but also a way to honor her roots and the journey she had traveled. One afternoon, Maria called her design team for an important meeting. "I want this new collection to be special. We will fuse the best of our traditions with current trends. I want each piece to tell a story, our story," Maria said with passion in her voice. The design team, inspired by her vision, got to work. They worked tirelessly, creating a line of clothing that captured the essence of Mexican culture and contemporary fashion. Meanwhile, Luis continued developing his work in the parish, focusing on community programs that supported families and youth. He organized art, music, and sports workshops, providing a safe and positive space for neighborhood youth. One afternoon, during one of the workshops, Luis met with a group of teenagers to talk about their aspirations and challenges. "I want you to know that this place is here for you. You can find support, learn new skills, and most importantly, feel part of a community. We are here to help you achieve your dreams," Luis said with a warm smile. The youth, inspired by his words, began to actively participate in the workshops, finding in them a source of motivation and hope. In New York, Ana adapted quickly to her new life, and her career took off impressively. She graced the covers of several fashion magazines and participated in major fashion shows. Despite her success, she always found time to stay connected with her family in Mexico. One night after a successful fashion show, Ana called her mother via video call. "Mom, the show was incredible. I felt so powerful on the runway. All the hard work and sacrifices have paid off," Ana said with excitement in her voice. "I'm so proud of you, Ana. I knew you would achieve great things. Remember, we are always here for you, no matter the distance," Maria replied with a smile full of pride. As months passed, Ana felt the need to return to Mexico to visit her family and share her success with them. she decided to take a brief break from her hectic schedule and organize a surprise visit. She arrived in Mexico on a sunny summer day and went straight to her parents' house. When Maria and Luis saw her at the door, their faces lit up with joy. "Anna, what a wonderful surprise," Maria exclaimed, hugging her daughter tightly. "We missed you so much, daughter. We are so happy to have you back, even if it's just for a short time," Luis added, smiling. During her stay, Anna spent quality time with her family, enjoying the company and shared memories. Together, they visited significant places from their past and talked about their future plans. One night, while dining in the garden, Anna shared her thoughts and reflections with her family. "This time away has taught me a lot about myself and what I truly value. I'm grateful for all the support and love you have always given me. I want to keep pursuing my dreams, but I also want to make sure we stay connected," Anna said sincerely. "We will always be here for you, Anna. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you are part of this family and always will be," Maria replied, holding her daughter's hand. "Remember that distance cannot break the bonds that unite us. Follow your dreams, and we will support you every step of the way," Luis added, with a look full of love. Life continued with its challenges and joys for Anna, Maria, and Luis. With Anna back in New York, the family stayed united through constant calls and occasional visits. However, Luis's role as a father and priest continued to evolve, bringing new challenges and important decisions. Luis was committed to expanding the parish's community programs to help more families in need. He decided to start a project to build a community center that would offer educational services, counseling, and recreational activities for youth and adults. He knew this project would require a lot of time and resources, but he was determined to carry it out. Luis organized a meeting at the parish to present his vision to the community and seek their support. "Dear friends, today I present a project that can transform our community. We want to build a community center that provides support to all who need it, a place where our youth can grow and develop, and our families can find the support they deserve," Luis said passionately. The community responded enthusiastically, committing to help in any way they could. Maria, always willing to support Luis, also got involved in the project. "Luis, I am proud of you and what you are doing for the community. I want to help in any way I can. We can organize fundraising events and use the influence of the fashion house to attract more support," Maria proposed with a smile. Maria organized a charity fashion show to raise funds for the new community center. She invited designers, celebrities, and community members to participate in the event. Anna, despite being in New York, decided to fly back to Mexico to support her family and participate in the show. The event was held in an elegant event hall in the city. The decoration reflected the fusion of Mexican culture with modern glamour, and the atmosphere was full of expectation and excitement. "We are here to support a project that will change lives. Thank you all for your generosity and for believing in our vision. Together we can make a difference," Maria said, addressing the attendees before the show began. Anna walked the runway with confidence, wearing one of the most striking designs from her mother's new collection. The audience applauded enthusiastically, impressed by her grace and beauty. After the show, Maria, Anna, and Luis took the stage to thank everyone for their support. "This community center will be a beacon of hope for our community. Thank you to each of you for making it possible. Your support means the world to us," Luis said, moved by the community's response. After the successful event, the family gathered at home to reflect on the day and the next steps for the project. "I'm so proud of what we achieved today. This community center will be a place where many people find hope and opportunities," Anna said, hugging her mother and father. "Anna, your presence here made a big difference. You have always been an inspiration to us and to everyone around you," Maria replied with a smile full of love. "We are achieving great things, and this is just the beginning. With the community's support and our dedication, We will make this dream come true," Louise added, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction and gratitude. Despite the success, Louise knew there were still many challenges ahead. Building the community center required permits, coordination with different entities, and meticulous planning. He decided to form a committee with parish members and local experts to ensure the project moved forward smoothly. One afternoon, while reviewing the center's plans, Louise received an unexpected call from the bishop of the diocese. The bishop wanted to discuss the project and its impact on the community. "Louise, I admire your dedication and vision for the community. This project is ambitious and has great potential. I want to offer you my support and ensure you have the necessary resources to carry it out," the bishop said encouragingly. Louise felt a profound relief and gratitude. "Thank you, Your Excellency. Your support means a lot to me and to all who believe in this project. Together, we can make a big difference," Louise responded with an emotional voice. The story of sacrifice, love, and redemption was reaching its climax, showing that, although the road was difficult, the power of love and family could overcome any adversity. Anna, Maria, and Louise were ready to face the future with hope and determination, knowing that together they could achieve anything. Life had changed significantly for Anna, Maria, and Louise since the truth came to light, and they began to heal the wounds of the past. Now united by a deeper love and understanding, each reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. Anna, back in New York after the charity event, took a moment to reflect on her life. From the revelation of her origins to her flourishing career as a model, she had experienced a profound transformation. Sitting by her apartment window, looking at the city lights, she thought about everything she had learned. "I've come a long way, from the convent to the runways of New York. Everything I've achieved is thanks to the love and support of my family. I never imagined discovering so many truths about myself and my origins, although I've faced many challenges. Each one has made me stronger and more grateful for what I have," Anna thought with a smile of satisfaction. She remembered her mother and father's words and how they had worked together to overcome obstacles. Anna knew her success was not only a reflection of her talent, but also the strength of her family. In Mexico, Maria was in her design studio, surrounded by sketches and fabrics, as she worked on her new collection. She thought about the journey she had embarked on since leaving Anna at the convent. "So many things have happened since that day I made the difficult decision to leave Anna at the convent. Every sacrifice, every tear shed was worth it to see her flourish and find her way. I've learned that true love involves sacrifice, but also brings immense reward. My daughter is my greatest achievement and my greatest pride," Maria reflected as she caressed a piece of fabric. She remembered the time she had worked tirelessly to build her fashion house, always hoping that one day Anna would know how much she loved her. Now, with Anna in her life, she felt complete and full of purpose. Louise, at the parish, took a moment to reflect after the Sunday Mass. He looked at the faces of his congregation, feeling deep gratitude for the path he had traveled. "God has blessed me with a wonderful family and a vocation I love. Every challenge we faced has brought us closer together. Being a father and a priest has been a difficult balance. But I've learned that love and faith can coexist and strengthen each other. Anna and Maria are my strength and my inspiration," Louise thought with a serene smile. He remembered Father Miguel's words and how he had found the balance between his vocation and his family. He knew that although the road had been difficult, every step had brought him closer to peace and personal fulfillment. They decided to gather again in Mexico to celebrate together and reflect on all they had achieved. On a quiet summer afternoon, they met in Maria's garden, surrounded by flowers and shared memories. "Looking back, I realize how far we've come. Each of us has faced challenges, but together we've found the strength to overcome them," Anna said, looking at her parents with love. "Yes, we've traveled a path full of ups and downs, but every moment has taught us something valuable. "I'm so proud of what we've achieved as a family," Maria replied, taking Anna's hand. "God has guided us through difficult times, and together we found redemption and forgiveness. No matter what challenges the future holds, I know we can overcome them together," Louise added, with a voice full of faith and hope. The story of Anna, Maria, and Louise is a testament to the power of love, sacrifice, and redemption. From Maria's humble beginnings as a servant in the Gutierrez mansion to Anna's flourishing in the fashion world, every step of the journey was marked by challenges that seemed insurmountable. However, through every trial, the family bond proved stronger than any adversity. Maria, driven by a heart-wrenching decision, chose to part with her beloved daughter, a sacrifice steeped in the deepest form of unconditional love. This agonizing choice, made in the hope of providing a better future, was a testament to a love that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Her selfless act was not in vain, as it sowed the seeds of resilience and determination within Anna, shaping her into a strong and resolute individual. Luis, caught in a painful tug-of-war between his religious calling and his paternal love, embarked on a profound journey. He discovered that true harmony in life is found by embracing every facet of one's identity. His path of rediscovery and reconciliation with both Anna and Maria fortified their familial ties, simultaneously deepening his dedication to his faith and his community. This journey was marked by an intense struggle but ultimately led to a stronger, more united family. Anna, confronted with the poignant truths of her origins and her quest to carve out her own place in the world, epitomized the power of resilience and self-determination. Her triumphs in the bustling metropolis of New York and her unwavering love for her family stand as a powerful reminder. Despite the arduous journey, the steadfast support and love of one's family can illuminate the path to achieving our dreams and aspirations. At its core, this story underscores the profound lesson that true love often requires immense sacrifice, yet it also yields the most profound rewards. It reminds us that even though our past may be marred by pain and challenging decisions, there is always space for forgiveness, redemption, and the promise of a fresh start. Through the lens of Maria's sacrifice, Luis's internal struggle, and Anna's triumphant journey, we learn that love, in its truest form, is a powerful force capable of overcoming any obstacle and leading us to our greatest achievements. As we reflect on the heart-wrenching journey of a young mother who abandoned her daughter in an orphanage, we are reminded of the power of love, sacrifice, and forgiveness. Maria and Luis's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the enduring bonds of family. Despite the immense challenges and the impossible decisions they faced, their love and determination shone through, offering a powerful message of hope and resilience. What have you learned from their story? How has it inspired you to approach your own challenges and relationships? We invite you to comment below with one thing you've learned and how you plan to bring it into practice in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching.